Hey guys, Moon here. And yes, I'm using more instrumental Halloween music because this is a story that, well, let's just say, might put you on the wrong edge. It starts out relatively normal and a simple day in a quaint little town. As anyone would expect, people just going about their business. No school, work, caring for their families, their pets, running errands, nothing ordinary. Until that fateful night. It started out simple. A young man, about the age of 13, was walking home from school. He was late because he had tutoring, and he had to run a few errands for his mother. But that's besides the point. He was coming home, as he usually did, taking his usual route, beside the typical signs, the gas station, the post office, and the grocery store. Even stopping by his friend's house to give him some of the notes he forgot to in school, since he had a big geometry test coming up. But this isn't about geometry. This is about what happened that night on his way home. When he passed by the post office, as he usually did, he felt a chill running down his spine. He heard rattling, as if an animal was rustling through the dump. He turned to see if it was an innocent animal just ravaging through. Since they lived in the city, he didn't expect much. A stray dog, a stray cat, a raccoon maybe. And when he looked, he was shocked. It was a dog, but it wasn't normal. It seemed normal at first. A few bits of fur missing, a torn ear, a bit straggling, like the stray dogs tended to look. It walked with a limp, as if it had just gotten a bad fight. But he still figured something was off about this dog. It didn't make any noise. No whimpering, no barking, no growling, nothing. Just kept walking silently past him, its tail hanging low, its ears bent, its eyes glazed. It didn't seem to be focusing on anything. He wanted to try and help the dog, for as he was taught, you should not neglect a creature in need. He tried to approach the dog, but when he turned and looked at the dog seemed to have changed. Most of its features seemed to be the same, but its color had completely changed. It went from being a brown and cream dog to be gray and white. Its eyes were bright orange, still glazed over. Its ear had splotches of blood on it, which he didn't see there before. Its claw was torn. Its tail was splattered in lots of blood. And it still seemed to ignore him. He tried again to approach, but this time, instead of the dog just turning and glaring at him, the dog emitted a sound that did not sound anything like a dog or a dog-like creature. It didn't sound like a dog, a fox, a wolf, a coyote, or any other dog-like creature you could think of. It sounded like a human child crying out for help. Not in a voice, but in a human's cry. And this scared him so much that he ran and kept running till he reached his home. Even to this day, 5 years later, he swears he still hears those sounds and sees that dog in his nightmares, even though he knows it's not there anymore. He still sees it, hears it, thinks about it. And he's not the only young person to encounter an odd creature. For just a few towns over, a young lady who was also returning from her school, when she passed by the local gas station, nothing out of the ordinary, until she listened a little closer. She heard rustling. Just like the young man in the other town, she figured it must have just been a stray or a raccoon. And she was right. It was a stray. A cat. The cat had spots of blood on its face and on its torso. Its ears were messed up. It was holding its paw up as if it had been injured. One of its claws was completely gone. Its tail seemed stiff. She tried to approach the cat and assist it, but the cat hissed louder than she'd ever heard any cat hiss in her life. The cat growled, snarled, and bent into a hunter's crouch, staring right at her. Its eyes, they didn't move. They weren't glazed over, but they were strained. The cat was shaking endlessly, not just as if it was cold, as if it was terrified of something. Unlike the boy from a few towns over, she was able to help get the cat to the vet. But even when she fostered the innocent little creature, it continuously stared out the window. Not like it was bird watching or looking for prey, but as if it was waiting for something horrible to happen. And this continued on for 10 years, until the cat died of old age. Yes, guys, I know my stories might not make the most sense, but I love to tell stories, and I hope you guys like my stories. And I hope you don't mind if I'm using your music. Either way, if you guys do enjoy and want to hear more of my odd stories, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.